Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. So in this video, we are going to discuss Leetcode problem of the day, and today's problem is minimum number of steps to make two string anagrams, and it is a medium level problem. So I was not able to actually upload the video yesterday, and that was because I was traveling. So in any day, on any day, if you feel that I have not uploaded the video, what you can try to do is, if you want to have a look or go through the solution, you can go to my GitHub. You'll find the solution there, uploaded by the end of the day most probably, if I'm not able to upload the video, right? So that is something I just wanted to tell you. And on all other days, you can check out the GitHub as well. The code is always present there. So let us start this problem without wasting any more time. This problem says that we have been given two strings of same length. This is very important that they have the exact same length, S and T. Now we can choose any one character of T and replace it with another character, right? So basically we can replace any characters of T, and we have to find the minimum number of steps to make T an anagram of S. So they have also defined what is an anagram. So anagrams are basically those strings which have the exact same characters present exact same number of times. So for example, I would say cat and ATC and let's say ACT, right? These are all anagrams because they have C one time, A one time and T one time, right? Their order can be anything, that doesn't really matter, but it's just that the character should be the same, right? So now we have been given two strings, so consider it as some n spaces, right? Let's just take 4, this is string S, this is string T, right? So we want to make them anagram. Now again, the character present here, let's say A, doesn't have to match the character present here, right? Remember, those two strings does not have to be the same, they just have to be anagram. So if A is present at the first position in S, A can also be present at the last position in T, right? So again, there can be multiple ways of solving this particular problem, but I'll tell you how I solved this. I created a frequency vector of size 26 corresponding to the 26 characters, and I initialize with 0, right? So now what I do, I go through all the characters in S and I go through all the characters in T. For all the characters in S, I increment their frequency by 1 in this frequency vector, and for all the characters in T, I decrement their frequency by 1 in this frequency vector. So at the end, there will be 3 cases that will be left with me. So let's just define those cases. So I'll just move it here. So there will be 3 cases which you have to discuss. So there are 26 positions, right? 26 positions corresponding to characters A to Z, right? For each of these positions, there will be these 3 cases. The first case is 0, right? That the value at f of I is equals to 0, right? This particularly means, that the character is present the exact same number of times in both strings, and we do not touch it, right? So this is my first case. The second case can be that the value is positive, so that means f of I is greater than 0, right? If this is the case, that means that character was added by S but was not removed by T. That means there are certain characters in S which is not present in T, right? For the third, if I have a negative, for the third case, if I have a negative value, okay, so it is anyways. So let's say we have a negative value here and f of I is less than 0. That basically means there are certain characters extra in T which is not present in S, right? So what we will try to do basically is, these are the characters that we need, right? So these are the characters present in S but not in T, and these are the characters that are present in T but were not actually needed in S. So what we should do is, for each extra here, let's say extra here, we should pair it with a negative here, right? Because this is not needed in S and this is needed in S. This is missing and this is extra. So we can pair them together and convert this particular character to this one, right? No matter what character this is, but I just want to convert it into this one, right? So what you can try to do is you can find the total number of plus or you can find the total number of negative, right? And do this summation. Since let's say you have done your summation and answer, since they should be in pairs, you can divide this particular answer by 2, right? So this is one way of doing it. The other way can be, I still have to try it, I have not tried it, but I believe even if you just take the plus signs or any one signs in general, then it should also work, and then you will not have to divide it by 2, right? So that is also one of the ways to solve this problem. So the first way was I gave you the idea how I came to this particular conclusion. I know that these are the characters that I need and these are the characters that I don't need. So why not pair them together? So that is why I added all of them and divided the whole sum by 2. Now what you can also do this, since these values and these values should be equal, you can only take one of them. Either you can consider all positive or you can consider all negative, and that should also be the correct answer, right? So now let me just show you the code to tell you what I've done. So as you can see that I've initialized a frequency vector of size 26 for all the characters in S. I've incremented the frequency for all the characters in T. I've decremented the frequency. Now I initialize my answer with 0 and I go through all the 26 characters. So here I'm adding absolute value of f of I. So all the positive values and the negative values get added, and at the end I divide my answer with 2, right? So the solution works. Now let's just try to take only the positive values, right? So if f of I is greater than 0, then I'm going to take f of I, otherwise I'm going to take 0, right? Now in this case I should not divide by 2, and let me just try to submit this and let's see what happens. I believe this should also pass. Yes, so this also passes. This is exactly the same thing, because eventually the number of pluses or the total sum of pluses will be equal to the total sum of negatives, right? So if you want to see this, what I can try to do is, if this is 0, then you can take minus f of I, because then you will have to convert it into positive. And let me just run this first and then we'll try to submit it, right? So this also works and I'm again submitting it. So you see this also passes. So you can go either of the ways. You can either take the sum then divide by 2, or you can take one of the values. That also works, right? So this was all about this particular problem. I hope that you guys were able to understand the solution. If you guys did, then consider dropping a like on this video, and don't forget to share thoughts in the comments, because your engagement with this video really helps the YouTube algorithm to understand that this video is actually helpful for you, and it will be able to reach much more people like you who want to keep solving new problems. So that is it for today. Till the next video drops, keep coding, stay safe, bye bye.